In the Marvel Universe, relationships between heroes are often as complex and evolving as the battles they fight, and few partnerships showcase this better than that of Janet Van Dyne and Hank Pym. Known as the Wasp and Ant, respectively, their dynamic has been shaped by triumphs, tragedies, scientific breakthroughs, and deeply personal struggles. Through it all, their relationship has traversed admiration, love, hardship, and renewal, leaving a profound mark on the Avengers and the world they protect. Janet Van Dyne first met Hank Pym under extraordinary circumstances, seeking his help after her father's murder by an alien entity. At that time, Hank was already celebrated in scientific circles as the discoverer of the Pym particle, capable of shrinking matter. Driven by a desire for justice and inspired by Hank's intellect, Janet quickly became his partner, adopting the heroic persona of the Wasp. Their early crime-fighting days were characterized by a spark of mutual admiration. Janet, lively and spirited, contrasted with Hank's reserved nature, but their skills complemented one another seamlessly. Romance soon blossomed alongside their adventures, and the pair became founding members of the Avengers, cementing both their personal and professional bond. During these early years, Janet often acted as a bridge between Hank and the outside world. While Hank could be reclusive and obsessive about his work, Janet exhibited remarkable social acumen and leadership, helping the Avengers cohere as a team. Their love, however, was not without challenges. Hank's relentless pursuit of scientific advancement, seen as both his greatest strength and weakness, began to reveal itself in ways that strained their partnership. As time went on, Hank's career became marked by inventions that pushed the boundaries of science and ethics. He adopted multiple heroic identities, first and then Giant Man, Goliath, and Yellow Jacket, each metamorphosis reflecting shifts in his mental state. Janet, meanwhile, steadily came into her own, moving from sidekick to a confident hero and respected strategist in her own right. Despite their obvious affection, these dynamic changes sometimes left Janet feeling sidelined or overshadowed, and the connection between them grew increasingly complex. The most turbulent period in their relationship arrived as Hank struggled with his mental health. Under increasing pressure and emotional volatility, he grew distant, and, in one infamous storyline, even lashed out at Janet in a moment of crisis. The incident was brief, but had lasting repercussions, leading to their separation and marking a low point in both their personal and professional lives. Hank's actions were widely condemned, while Janet's resilience and grace during this period only endeared her further to teammates and readers alike. She filed for divorce, determined to chart a new course for herself. Despite this rupture, time and reflection saw attempts at reconciliation. Janet remained compassionate, recognizing the complexity of Hank's struggles beyond a single moment of wrongdoing. She continued to care about him, sometimes as a confidant, at other times as a friend, but made it clear that her own self-worth and independence were paramount. Over the years, Hank sought support and tried to atone for his failings, working hard to regain the trust of those he cared about, Janet foremost among them. Professionally, both continued to serve the Avengers in critical capacities. Janet, in particular, emerged as a formidable leader, taking on the mantle of team chair and guiding the group through challenging eras. Her capability and confidence gave her a renewed sense of agency, and she became much more than simply Hank's partner or love interest. Meanwhile, Hank's journey remained fraught with further stumbles and attempts at redemption. Yet he and Janet often found themselves fighting side by side when the stakes were highest. Their mutual respect survived the upheavals, even if romantic reconciliation proved elusive. Over time, their relationship matured into one based on deep understanding, shared history, and occasional camaraderie. Janet offered forgiveness where she could, setting clear boundaries while acknowledging Hank's efforts to improve. Both found new directions, Janet mentoring new generations of heroes, Hank lending his genius to scientific projects, and occasionally heroics always tied by the enduring legacy they created together. For many, the evolution of Janet and Hank's relationship mirrors real human experience marked below: disillusionment, remorse, and the potential for growth. Their partnership has shaped the Avengers and inspired others. A reminder that relationships are as dynamic and challenging as any supervillain or threat the world faces. Ultimately, Janet and Hank's story is not just one of romance, but of resilience, healing, and the ongoing work of understanding one another.